Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today we are going to be talking about all things Scoot Henderson and how I think he is primed for a huge breakout season in year 2. Scoot Henderson has been a controversial topic among Blazer fans, but also NBA fans in general. In 2023, Scoot Henderson was viewed as a potential number 1 overall pick in most NBA drafts. However, with potential generational talent like Victor Wembanyama, everyone knew he wasn't going to go number 1. As well as the Charlotte Hornets moving up to number 2 just ahead of the TrailBlazers last year, and not needing a guard as they have LaMelo Ball, they chose Brandon Miller instead, allowing Scoot Henderson to drop to the Portland TrailBlazers at number 3. At the time, everyone thought Charlotte had made the wrong decision, and everyone was calling the TrailBlazers the big winner of the 2023 draft. However, Scoot Henderson ended up having an uneventful start to his rookie season, averaging 9.2 points, 4.2 assists, and 2.7 rebounds in his first 10 games of his career. And in those games, he was only averaging 34.4% from the field and an abysmal 22% from the three-point line. Questions were being raised that if the Blazers had made the wrong decision by drafting Scoot Henderson, essentially replacing Damian Lillard. However, as the season went on, Scoot Henderson started to find his rhythm a bit more. He started to shoot the three ball better, as well as it became clear the game started to slow down a bit for him. His passing became better, and he started to make connections with teammates like DeAndre Ayton. And then he ended the year off strong by averaging 18.6 points, 8.4 assists, and 3.5 rebounds, shooting 41.7% from the field, which is only slightly below average, and an amazing 38.1% from the three-point line. So in pretty much every big stat, he showed huge improvement over the course of the season. He then ended up finishing the season averaging 14 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 5.4 assists, while shooting 38.5% from the field and 32.5% from 3. And considering the rough start of the season that Scoot had, if you were to tell me at that time that he would average 14 points and over 5 assists a game, I would have been stoked. One thing a lot of people seem to overlook is the fact that Scoot Henderson plays arguably the most difficult position to learn in the whole NBA. Point guards come in expecting to be stars right away, when they have to run the entire offense on their own while adjusting to the NBA skill level. And this isn't just a problem from Scoot. Many other point guards in the past have shown to struggle in year 1. Point guards like Rajon Rondo, Isaiah Thomas, and Steve Nash all had worse rookie seasons than Scoot Henderson did, yet went on to become Hall of Famers and NBA stars. Even in the more modern era, we see guys like Darius Garland who come in and struggle quite a bit their rookie season, but then they make improvements in year 2, and by year 3, Darius Garland was an all-star. We also see guys like De'Aaron Fox who come in, have a rough rookie season, but then end up being an all-star and leading their team to a 3 seed. So I just think it's way too early to count Scoot out and call him a bust, especially considering some of the amazing highlights he had and the circumstances of the TrailBlazers. The TrailBlazers had a completely new team and were still learning how to play together. As well as the Blazers being a new team, Scoot Henderson would often pass out shots to other people on the team only to have them miss. And in the NBA, assists only count if the person you pass to makes the shot. So when Scoot's passing to people like Toumani Camara, Chris Murray, and Jabari Walker, who are either rookies or year 2 players and aren't known for their shooting, that's obviously going to hurt his stats a bit as a pass-first point guard. Towards the end of the season though, we saw multiple games where Scoot Henderson averaged 10 plus assists, as by the end of the season, Scoot Henderson had averaged 8 double-doubles, all of which coming from points and assists. And 3 of those came only in the month of April, in which the Blazers only played 7 games. Scoot Henderson also showed a lot of his skill set this season, as some of his biggest skills he showcased included passing the ball and playmaking, as well as ball handling, his athleticism, and a quick first step. His quick first step is what I think is going to separate him from a lot of other point guards in the league. Scoot's quick first step helps him get to the basket before anyone even knows what's going on. All it takes is him walking up the court, faking a handoff to a teammate, and all he needs is the defender to look away for 1 second, and that gives Scoot enough time to run to the basket and score. Now obviously Scoot has areas to work on as well, and what I think worries people the most is his shooting. As in his first 10 games, Scoot was only averaging 34% from the field and 22% from 3, which are all far below the league average. However, by the end of the season, he was averaging almost 42% from the field, which is only about 1 or 2% below the league average, as well as 38.1% from 3, which is amazing. Obviously, I don't expect that high 3-point percentage to stay up. I'd probably expect that to drop closer to the 34 34-35% range in this upcoming season. But considering how rough the start of the season was for him, the fact he was able to bring it back to averaging almost 40% from the field and almost 33% from the three-point line is great. Scoot Henderson also shot well from the free throw line, averaging 82% from the free throw line on the season. And he finished his rookie season averaging 48.9% true shooting. And what makes Scoot Henderson really special to me is his work ethic. His mindset and his work ethic are two things that I don't think you can really teach into someone, and something that I think for Scoot is going to help project him to the next level. We've already seen multiple videos this offseason of him working out, training, and working on his shot. He's also someone who seems to be very analytical as far as looking at his stats and watching a lot of film, seeing how he can improve as a player. That's one thing that a lot of people in the NBA lack, and without a doubt you can tell that Scoot Henderson loves the game of basketball and wants to one day be one of the greats. So in conclusion, I think given how Scoot finished his rookie season, combined with typical rookie struggles for a point guard, and then considering his insane work ethic, I really do believe that Scoot Henderson is going to shock and prove a lot of people wrong in his second year in the NBA. Now please take what I've said with a grain of salt, as again, I am a Portland TrailBlazers fan, so I've seen a lot more of his games than the average person has, so I'm going to be a little bit biased there, but also I've seen his steady progression over the season, which gives me extra hope going into year 2 for him. Let me know what you think about Scoot Henderson in the comments below. Do you think he's a bust? Do you think he's primed and ready for a huge breakout season? Do you think people are over exaggerating about him? And just let me know what you thought about the video in general. Please make sure to consider hitting that subscribe button, comment below again letting me know your thoughts, like the video, and with that said, I appreciate you watching and I'll see you next time. See you later.